What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Stellar Lumens today, XLM, USD. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 31st day of July, and here we are sitting at about 41.7 cents with 21 hours and 16 minutes left in the day. Moving up a little bit, up 2.5% on the day so far, consolidating well within this range. It looks like a perfect bull flag, does it not? I mean, from here you've got your flag pole, your flag itself is right here. Bull flag. It's a bull flag. That's the pattern, right? That's what it's called. If you don't know what a bull flag is, you're probably new to TA or to charts, and that's okay. Just look it up. Look up what is a bull flag, and it'll show you this. Or maybe it'll show you a picture of the Chicago Bulls on a flag. I don't know. But from a low to a high on the flag pole itself, you take that and you put it at the base of the flag. That measure move is the prospective target that we should have in mind, right? So that's something at about 86 cents. We're at 42 cents now. 86 cents would be the target based off this pattern. Let's put a line there and see if anything lines up with this area, right? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but with targets like this, you can fall short of them, measure moves. You can fall higher than them or launch higher, exceed them. It's very possible to do either outcome, or of course find some resistance right at that area specifically. But time will tell. We'll see how it goes. Looking at this on a daily time frame, RSI looks bullish as hell right here, bouncing off the 50. Stochastics are ready to cross up. They're still oversold, but I think with some time and some upside action, you should be crossing out of the oversold zone, so that's nice to see. And the MACD is fine. I don't know. I got nothing negative to say about the MACD. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, let's start off with that. Actually, no, we were going to look at other areas. That's right. We were going to look at this. Something to make sense out of that. So if we take a high here to a low on our fibs, because that's your measure move area, that's right there just above our money zone. So it would make a lot of sense to stop, right here or even a little bit higher, something like that. $1.11 to 75.83 cents, something in that zone. That doesn't mean that's where you're going to stop like forever. I just think you'll stop there, probably consolidate like you did here, and then continue to rally going into the end of August and September. By the way, guys, I do believe the time frame has changed for this higher high expectation, or this next stopping point expectation. What do I mean by stopping point? I mean, like here you had a stopping point, right? You stopped at various areas along the way. You stopped here for a little bit, you stopped here for a little bit, and you might stop somewhere in this area for a little bit as well, maybe a little bit longer than this, but a little bit shorter than this. But I think the longer term consolidation phase won't begin until we're at this price here of about $2.47 to $1.60. Okay, that's ultimately where I think we're going to go. I think we're going to have a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-legged move. That's what's going to happen. You're in the second wave right now. 1, 2. You should be having your third wave, which the third wave is typically the largest. So with that in mind, your measure move takes you right here. Being that you're going to have your largest move, the measure move is based off of the first wave itself. So I would think that we actually do go up to about $1.04 to $1.12. That's probably where you will be early on, if not the middle of August. At least making your way there, okay? And then consolidate for the end of the month, and then coming up, in the end of August, if not the beginning of September, you should be rallying to that ultimate destination of $1.60 to $2.47. I have strong conviction that XLM is going to go above $2, so I really do like that $2.47 area. There's a lot of other things besides just this fib that line up with that area as well. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Let's do that. Yeah, 1 hour time frame here. RSI, it's kind of at an area you'd expect it to reject, actually. Stochastics are overbought, which is nice, but they range, overbought, oversold, overbought, oversold. That's typically what happens. MACD looks bullish, but not bullish enough. I'm not wooed by this move. I wouldn't be surprised if you went a little bit lower. 42 cents now. Does that mean that you have to go below yesterday's low at 39 cents? No. But maybe what you do is you form some kind of double bottom, right? Double bottom, higher low, something like that. Anywhere from like 39 cents to 40 cents, I think, is fair game. You're at 41.8 cents now, so nothing dramatic. Nothing dramatic. If it is a little bit more dramatic, that's okay. Okay, low to high. If you go to like 38 cents, 37 cents, that's okay, but that's not even really that dramatic at all. From a 41.8 cent price, I don't think anybody's going to have an aneurysm over that. I mean, you really look like you want to move up, though, man. I don't... Looking at the chart, I don't believe we go below this low, but looking at the indicators, I do think we go lower from here. Not lower than this low, just lower from where we are now. 4-hour RSI, bullish. Actually looks bullish. Yeah. Bearish overall, of course. You've got the lower lows and the lower highs, downtrend, but you've broken out of that downtrend, substituted it for a sideways trend. Typically, you get a downtrend, it ends in the oversold zone, you turn it into a sideways trend right before turning it into an upwards trend. That's just kind of what happens, right? So, looks good. Looks pretty good in my opinion. You know, here you had an upwards trend, and you just immediately substituted your upwards trend for a downwards trend, but I don't know. Maybe you're doing that here. You know, higher lows, higher highs. Should be peak performance at this trajectory, this rough trajectory. Let's try and draw it a little bit better. Hold on. Right, something like that. Let's parallel that, make that parallel, including these highs. A little bit lower. Something like that. What? Peak performance at the end of the first week, sometime in the second week of August, you should be at peak performance for this thing. So that's when you should really be breaking out of this high above 51 cents. No. Sorry. That's when you should be breaking out above, probably above like 60 cents. Yeah, that's my expectation. Sometime in the first or second week of August, probably the second week of August. Looking at the daily time frame here. Stochastics ready to cross, bouncing off the 50. All good things. All good things. Go out to the weekly time frame here, and you can see that you're breaking out. You've got this bull flag. You're not breaking out of this bull flag yet, right? The smaller bull flag, but you've got a bull flag within a bigger bull flag here, of which you're breaking out of now, and that measure move should take you, I think, to $1.50 at a minimum. But again, I think that you're going to go more likely somewhere between $1.60 and $2.47. I'm leaning toward that $2.40 area personally. If we take the high from the last cycle to the low of the bear cycle, high to low, $1.54 is the minimum target, $2.17, $2.18 is the secondary target. Typically with the 1-4-1-4, you don't stop there. What you'll see is prices just above there. So I do anticipate that we'll see prices just above there, probably at 240, 220, 230, whatever, something in that range. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.